Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for our end of season awards and of course end of season roundup for season 2, where we go through all the stats of all the players and we have fan voted awards by you, who is the winner in our most underrated player of the season, young player of the season and player of the season, and you guys have been voting for that. So let's have a look at the stats for the season. Firstly, with our team, so Ferran Torres has made 49 appearances, our most used player this season, along with Riyad Mahrez and Jack Grealish with 44, Alexander Isak with 43, Phillips on 42, which is quite impressive, and Jesus Walker on 40, Diaz, the captain, on 39, Cancelo Foden made 38 appearances, Zinchenko and Stones 37, the same with Gundogan, De Bruyne and Laporte, and then the rest of the players, so there's Sterling and Rodri made 35, Edison there with 34. Our least used player in the first team, I think, was Nkunku, who joined, of course, in the summer with 18, so probably then Tierney with 27. I believe Kieran Tierney is our least used player this season, actually, the new sign at fullback, which is interesting enough. And we'll have a look at the goals. You can see there, our top goal scorers is pretty obvious. So, top goal scorer this season, 37 goals in 43 games. Just shows how good this man has been and what a sign he has been. Alexander Isak, 37 goals in 43 games this season for us. What a player. 7 goals in the Champions League in 8 games, 24 in 29 Premier League games, and 6 goals in 4 FA Cup games. Alexander Isak has been incredible. And Ferran Torres, our second choice striker, he's been scoring the goals as well. He got 21 goals this season in 49 games. 11 of those came in the Premier League, 6 in the Champions League, 2 in the FA Cup and 1 in the Carabao Cup. Good to see Ferran firing with the goals. And Gabriel Jesus, our third highest goal scorer, with 18 goals. He has had an incredible season. Now I think the left winger, who probably at the moment starts ahead of anyone else, doesn't he? So Gabriel Jesus, 18 goals. Gundogan got 16 from midfield, so did Jack Grealish. Gundogan and Grealish scoring the goals from midfield. Kevin De Bruyne managed to get himself 12 goals this season. Foden got 11, and Nkunku, look at that, Christopher Nkunku got 5 goals in 8 Premier League games. Wow, 1 in the FA Cup and 1 in the Champions League. So 7 in 18 games for Christopher Nkunku. He's scored a lot of goals for us since joining. Clearly, sort of player who scores goals from midfield that we're looking for. Riyad Mahrez got 7 this season. Raheem Sterling only got 5, had a poor season. Calvin Phillips managed to get himself 4 from the holding midfield role. Alexander Zinchenko with 2. Rodri got 1. Kieran Tierney got 1. Walker with 1 goal. John Diaz got 1 as well. All the way down we go. So players who are not on loan, John Stones, and see there, no one else got any goals. And as for assists, I think we know who's top in assists. Jack Grealish, 21 assists in 44 appearances this season. But look at Grealish's stats there. 21 assists, 16 goals. And the same goes for Jesus, who's up there with Grealish this season. 16 assists and 18 goals in 40 games. Incredible performances from those guys. And Jesus there, 16 assists. Foden got 14, along with Riyad Mahrez. Kevin De Bruyne got 10. De Bruyne is nowhere near our top assister anymore, is he, the Belgian? Kieran Tierney with 9 assists from fullback, despite only playing 27 games, by the way. Raheem Sterling got 9 himself. Isak got 8 and the 37 goals. Ferran Torres with 7 and the 21 goals. Zinchenko with 6. Gundogan with 5. Edison got himself 4 goals, 2 in the FA Cup, 1 in the Premier League and 1 in the Carabao Cup. Cancelo with 4 assists as well, and Nkunku with 4. Nkunku, 4 assists and 7 goals in 18 games for the club. That's pretty impressive. Only 8 Premier League games as well. Calvin Phillips, 3 assists. Walker, 2. Lacroix got 2, actually. Rodri got 2 for himself. Laporte got 1. Diaz got 1. Stones with 1. And I think that is all the players with assists, is it, for this season. We'll look at, of course, other things as well. So let's have a look at players' development for the season anyway. So Ferran Torres stayed the same at 88 rated despite scoring 21 goals. I'm surprised at that. Riyad Mahrez stays at 87 rated. Jack Grealish has grown by 2 to 90 rated. We've got Alexander Isak growing by 2 to 87. Phillips by 2 to 86. Jesus by 3 to 88. Walker stayed the same. Diaz has gone by 1 to 92 rated centre-back now on captain Ruben Dias. Cancelo is 89 rated, gone up by 2. Foden's gone up by 3, 91 rated now. Zinchenko up by 1 to 86. Stones up by 1 to 87. Gundogan to 87. He's grown as well despite being 32. De Bruyne's gone up as well to 93. Laporte to 90. Sterling to 91 now, up by 2. Sterling and Laporte didn't have particularly good seasons, to be honest with you. I wasn't impressed with either of them. Sterling really dropped off since he signed that new deal. Jesus gone to the next level. And Laporte, I don't think he's our I think he's our 4th choice centre-back now, really, I'm at Laporte. Rodri grown by 1 to 90. Edison by 1 to 92. Another one who's had a shocking season, needs to step up in season 3. Zach Steffen spent most of the season as the number 1. He's now 83 rated. And I think we've got a decision going into next season. Edison or Steffen stays. They both don't stay. They're both too good to be backup keepers. One of them has to stay because Stefan's proved he is good enough to be a first choice now. Ederson obviously is our first choice, but isn't quite there at the moment. Lacroix, he's grown to 82, up by 2. Tierney's gone by 3 to 85, and Kunku by 1 to 86. Kaiki out on loan, so these are loan players now. He played 12 games for Lazio in the Champions League, scoring 4 goals. Impressive. 77 rated now, up by 3. He could be used next season. Jan Kuto is now 74 rated and a good season at Borussia Mönchengladbach. Bruno Correa up by 1 to 72. Issa Kabore up by 4 to 75. Mickey Van Sass has gone up by 7 now while on loan at Cheltenham. 73 rated, the 19-year-old Dutchman. Sam Edozie up by 4 to 74, he looks good as well. Lavia to 72, up by 2. John Diaz went up by 3 to 68. Finley Dyer up to 67, up by 4. Liam Delap by 4 as well to 77. Oliver Vincent by 3 to 68. Pozzo up by 2 to 64. Trafford up by 3 to 69. A very good third choice keeper, by the way. Louis Cook up by 6 on loan at Granada, up to 74 now. Galvez up by 4 to 64. Gutierrez up by 8, 75 rated. This man on loan at Getafe looks incredible. Lomoneur going up by 7 to 63. Lucan Bete by 3 on loan at OGC Nice to 71 rated. Laurent Pinu has gone up by 6 to 61. Hansen stays the same at 71, and he's very highly rated for 17, but he's not made any growth at all, which is a little bit worrying. Cole Palmer, who we want to get involved as much as we can next season, because of course at Manchester City he's very much involved in the first team squad. He's basically Phil Foden. He's had a good season at Bayer Leverkusen. I think out of everyone, he's my first choice to come and play football for us next season in the first team in season 3. Up by 5, 78 rated now. Joshua Desbrand 75 rated, up by 5. Rick van der Meer up by 4 to 65. Adriano Mendes has got up to 66, up by 1. Taylor Haig, 18 years of age, 70 rated, up by 3. And James McAtee has gone up by 4, 76 rated, the Wolfsburg Mound now. And we've got such a good side. So many young players coming through who are nearly at those 80 rated. We've got to give them a chance at some point, haven't we? So now on to leagues around the world. And first we start with the Premier League, where we came top, breaking the Premier League record that we set with 100 points. Now with 102 points. Liverpool in second with 80, Manchester United in third with 75, and Spurs making the top 4 with 73. We've got Arsenal and Everton, Villa, Chelsea, who had a terrible season, Leicester and Burnley making up the top 10. And then the bottom 10 is Leeds, Southampton, West Brom, Wolves, Brighton, Newcastle and Crystal Palace. It's West Ham, Bournemouth and Sheffield United were relegated. And we will look at, of course, the top goal scorer, which was Mo Salah with 27 goals in 38 games. Alexander Isak got 24 in 29. And top in assists is our own Jack Grealish, 16 in 26 games for Jack Grealish. I mean, Salah's probably player of the season, top in goals and second in assists. As for the Community Shield, Liverpool did beat us on penalties by 9 to 8. As for the FA Cup, we won the FA Cup, 8-1 winners over Newcastle in the final, absolutely destroyed them. The Carabao Cup winners was Spurs, 2-1 win against West Ham, and Spurs of course knocked us out in the semi-final to get there and win their first trophy. The Champions Cup winner was Bilbao, they beat us in the final. The UEFA Super Cup winner was Paris Saint-Germain, 3-2 winners over Atletico Madrid. The Champions League winners was Chelsea, an English side, won 5-4 on penalties to Atletico Madrid, so they might have finished 10th in the Premier League, but due to their Champions League win, they will have Champions League football next season, and Tuchel leads Chelsea to their second Champions League trophy in 3 years. Europa League was won by AS Monaco, again to penalties, 4-3 to AS Monaco against Olympiacos, and the Europa Conference League was won by an English side also, so England dominating the European competitions. Arsenal beat Real Sociedad 2-1. So leagues around the world, Vincent Kompany's Anderlecht finished 6th in the Belgian League. Genk win that one. On to the Brazilian League. You see that Atletico go are top into the Chinese League. Shandong Chaishan are top of the Chinese League. Midtjylland won the Danish League. Fulham have won the Championship with Blackburn Rovers also coming up next season. Great to see Blackburn back in the Premier League next season. That's a bit of a throwback, isn't it? Next between Stoke City, Watford, Brentford and Norwich do come up again. I'm hoping it's not Norwich and Watford because they seem to come up and go down like crazy. Same for Stoke really. Brentford is my pick out of those. Ligue 1 winners were PSG, back to the top of the French league. They weren't last season, they finished 4th I think last season. Monaco there in 2nd, Lille in 3rd and Olympique Lyon in 4th. The Bundesliga was won again, this time, not unlike last season. Back to the top, it's Bayern Munich. Julian Nagelsmann finishes top with Bayern Munich. Dortmund in 2nd, Leipzig in 3rd, Wolfsburg in 4th, Gladbach in 5th, and Bayer Leverkusen, who had Cole Palmer on loan, in 6th. And of course, Dortmund had Liam Delap on loan, learning from Erling Haaland. Serie A was won by Jose Mourinho's Roma. They finished top, Napoli second, Juventus third, Milan fourth and Inter fifth. Ajax are knocked off the top spot in the Eredivisie, beaten by PSV Eindhoven, AZ Alkmaar in third and Vitesse in fourth, Feyenoord down in fifth. The Portuguese league was won by Sporting Lisbon, Benfica, Diaz and Cancelo and Bernardo Silva and People Arts, all team, they finished second, Benfica. And as for La Liga, Real Madrid finished top, Villarreal in second, interestingly enough, Atletico Madrid in third, Barcelona fourth, Sevilla fifth, and Valencia sixth, interestingly enough. You see there, Levante going back up from the La Liga Smart Bank with Alaves, and then it's between Eibar, Mallorca, Almeria, and Girona, one of our teams, to who goes back as well. So that is the end of our end of season roundup for now, but now it is time for the end of season awards and also any announcements that need to be made going into Season 3. So end of season awards times, and these are our 3 winners of this season's awards. First is our Under 23 Player of the Season. You had the choice of Ferran Torres, Alexander Isak or Phil Foden, and of course you guys voted in numbers. 70% of you believe Alexander Isak with 37 goals and 8 assists is the Under 23 Player of the Season. He could easily be the Player of the Season as well, but I decided to put him into that Young Player of the Season category, Under 23, so we could also appreciate a couple of the other players as well. Onto the right hand side of your screen, the most underrated Player of the Season, and you guys with 61% voted Kevin De Bruyne with 12 goals and 10 assists as our most underrated Player of the Season. You also had Calvin Phillips, Zach Steffen and Christopher Nkunku to vote for, but you guys chose Kevin De Bruyne. And as for the most important award, our Player of the Season, this guy absolutely blitzed the vote with 75%. I think he was always going to win it. Between him, Gabriel Jesus, Ilkay Gundogan and Riyad Mahrez, Jack Grealish wins Player of the Season for Season 2. You guys voted for him. 16 goals and 21 assists in all competitions last season. By far our best player. And what a season we have had. No European trophy yet, but we're looking for that in Season 3. And a big announcement here right at the end of the final episode. Pep Guardiola, his contract is up and he will be leaving Manchester City. No more Pep. A new manager will be coming for Season 3, which is not too far away. New tactics, new signings, new manager. We'll see you guys very soon for Season 3. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and we'll see you next time.